Hi everyone, it's Tawny. In today's video, we are shopping my stash with items that I have not used in a while. Some of these items I have been using because they're either newer to me or they're stuff that I like, but I kind of wanted to get out some items that haven't really seen much sunlight. And I figured, filming that would be the best way to talk about products that we kind of forget about. Ignore the foundation on my hand. I accidentally decided to go in with that first instead of primer, so I had to correct that. I've already put on the Neutrogena Water Gel Hydro Boost Moisturizer. Yeah, whatever that. Yeah, I already put that on mixed in with the Drug Elephant Debronzy Anti-Pollution Sunshine Drops. I had wanted to get an anti-pollution product for years now because the location that I worked in at the time had a lot of, like, there were a lot of smokers and I was going into families' homes and I didn't really feel comfortable. Like, I felt dirty. So I wanted to get something that would kind of help protect my face at least. So that way it was like providing that little level of like skincare, like that barrier. So, years later, here I am. I bought it because where I'm currently working at now, everyone goes outside to smoke and they're supposed to smoke away from the building, but most of the time they just stand like right where you have to walk to get into the building. So I end up passing through a big haze of smoke every morning, which is not fun and it's gross, especially if you don't smoke. So I find that it really comes in handy even if I put it on without makeup. So I like to use that. I don't use it as much as I want to. So that's the one thing I like want to start working on using it more. And then I went in with the Master Prime primer. It's the Hydrate and Smooth from Maybelline. This is one that I really like. I know a lot of YouTubers really like it. I think the whole line is really good. This is just the one that I picked up because I didn't need the matte one or any of the others. I think I do have the one that's good for like SPF, or it's like something with oxygen, I'm not quite sure, and I like that one as well. Now I'm going in with the Juvia's Place I Am Magic Velvety Matte Foundation. I use the shade Vienna 700, and I find that it's a fairly good match. I've used this foundation a couple of times, but it's not something I ever reach for all the time, and I feel like it's one that I like. I like the finish of it. I like the whole like vibe that it puts off, that it's matte, that it's full coverage, that it like hides everything on your face. Like, I'm all here for that. So I'm not quite sure why I don't use it enough. I don't get it. But we're using it today because I want to. And yeah, I've seen a bunch of other YouTubers do shop my stash type videos lately. And while this is not a new concept of shopping your own makeup and using what you have in your collection, I kind of wanted to stray away from the new makeup for a little bit just so I could use what I had on hand, get out some old favorites, see if I still like some of the things that I haven't tried. And I do have a couple products that I haven't used before in this like try on here. They're products that I've wanted to try, that I was interested in getting, obviously, and then they just sat in my collection. And I hate when products do that. Not that it's their fault, like, clearly, but it like makes me feel bad because like I'm wasting my money on a product that's not getting any use. And I realized pretty much halfway into last year that I didn't want to get into the habit of buying makeup just to hoard the makeup. I wanted to buy the makeup because I wanted it and I liked the colors and I knew I'd get good use out of it. And ever since I started my Poshmark website, my link for my site is down in the comment section or down in the description box, so check that out if you're interested. I have been trying to buy makeup more secondhand, even if it's like been swatched once, used once, but sanitized. Like, I'm very careful about the makeup I buy because you can get infected very easily from makeup that's not safe for you. But I find that I've been trying not to spend so much money on makeup or not buy things that I'm not interested in just because it's worth the hype or whatever. Like, if I'm not interested in something, I'm not going to go out and buy it because then it's just going to sit in my collection and not get used, just like some of this makeup has. So I want to go through my collection more. I've been decluttering a lot since August, and especially since I moved, I've been decluttering, and I want to go through all of my makeup, test it all out, see what I want to keep, see what I don't want to keep, see what I use and don't use, and declutter that way. And then I can sell stuff, get rid of stuff, donate stuff, do all that good stuff. So now we're going in with the L'Oreal Age Perfect Radiant Concealer in the shade 210 Nude Beige. And I wanted to do something a little bit more hydrating and dewy-ish, even though this isn't really claimed to be dewy, but more radiant, just because I feel like that foundation is very matte, and I didn't want it to be overwhelmingly matte. So my hair is like clinging to my forehead today. And I don't know why, but whatever, you know? It's being extra clingy, just like my cat has been since I got home, which is really weird because he, like, didn't want anything to do with me yesterday. And, like, getting him to come to bed with me last night, I had to put him in the living room, let him go, do his own thing for an hour before he finally decided, hey, I want to go to bed too. And then he came in and then cuddled, you know? But he's a weird one, and, you know, cats do cat things, and cats are very weird, so he does weird things too. I have a couple videos planned that I'm very excited for that I hope you guys will be interested in. I think that there's some interesting topics to talk about, and I want to delve more into talking about makeup, even if it's not makeup that I've used, because, you know, as a consumer, I look at this more of like, would I be interested in buying something like that? Like, would this interest me enough to want to buy it? And I think that's not a question we always ask ourselves. Like, people launch things and we're like, oh, I don't really like that. But then it's like, is there anybody that would like that? Or is this just a personal, like, I wouldn't like it type thing? I'm going in with the Rimmel Stay Matte powder. I just realized I probably should have used a non-matte powder if I'm wearing a matte foundation and don't want to look too matte. But we got it out and we're using it. And this is one of my favorite powders. I do use this one more often than some of the others in my collection. But I have been using more of my powders lately, I will say. I'm like pretty proud of that. So that's something I can at least like check off the list of. I need to use more of my loose powders, but I find that I don't really like loose powders that much. And I don't really have a whole lot of loose powders that like blur the skin, which is what I want. I think I need to look more into the powders to find ones that do that. I think we're going to finish the face first instead of going in straight to my eyebrows next. I have the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the shade Sculpting Bronzer. It looks like this. I have the old packaging because, as you can tell, I've used this maybe once or twice, so there's no point in me getting the new packaging on a product that hasn't been touched, even though I like the new packaging better. Like, not that this isn't ugly. It's really pretty, and I really like the purple, but there's something about that, like, teal blue that the new packaging has on it that's, like, really pretty. Okay, that is looking really nice. So far, I really like the way my makeup's looking. I think it's going to turn out fine. I'm not really worried about it. Yeah, this is a little bit deep, but I think I can make it work. I know Emily Noel likes this one, and she's a little bit deeper than me, but not much deeper. Although she is more, she's like light to medium, and I'm like fair to light. So that's kind of, we're just going to blend it out a good bit. So then that way it's not too heavily, like, it's not in a big glob on my face, you know? It's not too heavy in one spot. Chad's running around. He's like ready to go, ready to play. He was asleep whenever I got home, and then whenever he heard me come up the steps, he woke up, and now he like really wants to play, which is fine, but like it's a little bit more energy than I have today. And I know it's Friday, but like, I don't know. I've been needing to catch up on my sleep extremely badly for the last week. I took a nap on, I think, like Wednesday or Thursday. I think it was Wednesday. I took a nap after work because I just had a really hard time getting to sleep the last couple days. And I just kind of was like, I need to lay down and like chill. I'm using the Allmar Cosmetics Colorette Blush Trio Fair Light. And I'm going to go in with Scorcher, this one right here, and put that all over my face. In the blush spots, not all over my face. But I've been having a really hard time getting to sleep. I don't know what it is. Like, I just end up laying there thinking about stuff, and I just kind of like get this feeling that I'm bored. And I know that that's like the stupidest thing ever because like you're trying to go to bed. Why are you bored? Like there's nothing to be bored about. You're going to sleep. And for some reason it just like I just don't want to go to sleep, but then I end up so cranky and grumpy the next morning for work, and that's not good because I don't want to go to work and be all angry and annoyed and whatever because that's not productive for my day. You know, it's not going to help me get through my day any quicker. It's just going to make me more angry throughout the day and ruin my day. And today I was okay. I was a little bit tired when I woke up, but nothing like major. I'm going in with my powder brush to just blend this area out because I feel like it's a little bit too deep and I don't know what the problem is there. It could just be like the way my face is contoured or something. Like the natural contour of my face. Don't really know, but I'm hoping setting spray will help fix that. But, you know, we'll get through this. But, yeah, I just kind of like need to chill, need to take a rest. So I think this weekend is going to be me catching up on some sleep, which will probably mean I'm staying up super late and then waking up super late. So can't wait for Monday morning when I have to wake up after like 3 hours of sleep. Now we're going in with the Makeup Revolution highlighter palette. It looks like this. It has no name or anything. Tawney actually recommended this after using it in a video way long time ago, and I bought it way long time ago and never used it. It went through so many declutters, and I was like, I don't use this. But then I was like, I'm never getting rid of this. And I think it's because Tawney, like, she left YouTube. I don't know if she's on a hiatus or if she's coming back or what the deal is, but she left YouTube, and this was like one of the last things she really reviewed and loved. So I kind of feel like I can't get rid of it because she liked it, and I'm like, I don't want to lose that connection with Tawney. So I'm going to go in with, let's see, I'm going to go in with this white shade first, and then we'll see what happens from there. I know she said it was very blinding, so we might spend a good bit of time. Yeah, it looks a little bit chunky, I'm not gonna lie. So I think I'm just gonna like blend it out. I'm using the Morphe M532 brush, and I found that it sometimes leaves streaks in my highlighter. So I don't know if it's the brush or if it's the highlighters I use, but I use like good highlighters and it does this. So I might switch over to, I have the ASOS highlighting brush that Kathleen Lights recommended. And then I also have, I think, an e.l.f. brush that they're not fan brushes, but they look like this that I need to, no, it's ColourPop. It's from the it's from the nude palette, the roll thing. Yeah. Do I know what I'm talking about? No. But it's from that collection. So I feel like I just need to get it out, like get other ones out and try them and see if I like them more. I really like the way this looks. It's a little bit chunky and it's like showing up a little bit too intense. Like, but it, like the color is showing up too intense. That's the thing. And I'm not really liking that. Like I noticed my forehead has that little bit of a streak to it that's like not pleasant. Like I want to like this, but it's a little like I'm kind of disappointed in it. So I'm not sure, it might get decluttered soon. I'm just going to have to use it more and like test it out. Yeah, I'm not sure how I'm feeling about this. Like my cheek looks okay. So maybe whenever I put on like setting spray and stuff, it'll look better. It looks good on camera, but it just really doesn't look good in the mirror. And I just don't really know what is going on there. Anyway, we're going to go into brows, and I'm using my e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. All of my brow pencils I do get a good bit of use out of, so I didn't really need to like shop my stash too hard to find something old. I just kind of grabbed the first thing that I saw, and this was it. So we're going to go in with this and do my brows because they need it. They don't look atrocious today, but they don't look great either. Okay. Okay, so I find that when I do my brows, I mostly just fill them in, which isn't a problem, but it makes it hard for me to do my brows then because I feel like I'm not doing them correctly. And then my brows both don't have the same shape. This brow has this little bit of a like divot right here, drives me insane. But I don't really feel like I can do much about it. Like, I don't know what the heck to do with it. And then this brow always looks good. So like, I don't know. I don't know. So now we're going in with the Essence Make Me Brow Eyebrow Gel Mascara. And it looks like this. It's very small. I kind of wish it were a little bit bigger, honestly. But it's not. I just put way too much on my eyebrow. Okay, we are going in with a tissue and we are dabbing that out. Because that was intense. And I even wiped that off on the side, I thought. Let's go ahead and do that again, just to make sure. Maybe I didn't. I don't remember. I don't know. Okay. This is really intense. I've used it before and didn't notice it was that bad. Maybe I had a really bad eyebrow day and just didn't notice it because I put too much of this on and then didn't have a clue. I'm going to use that spoolie from the e.l.f. eyebrow pencil. I'm going to try and wipe this out. It's still feeling really wet in one spot. And I am not liking that. But we're going to work through it. I'm determined to look good. Because I am hanging out with a soon-to-be boyfriend tonight. So that's exciting. He's always like, you don't need to wear makeup. But I'm going to wear it anyway. And I like know he has good intentions. So I know he's not saying it in a mean way at all. He's literally saying it because he like thinks I look good without it, which is so nice. I love to hear those things. But I have so much makeup that it would be a waste of my money to not use it and to not do my makeup. So now I'm going in with the Milani eyeshadow primer. This is my favorite one that I have. I have two others, but I honestly think I'm just going to declutter both of them because I don't really like the way they perform as much as this one. And that's all just like personal preference. I went in too hard with the other side. So now with this side, I'm going to go in a little bit lighter. Make it uneven, why not? It's supposed to rain today, but it hasn't rained yet. So I'm thinking it might not rain, but it was calling for a 70% chance when I checked like 2 days ago. So we may or may not be getting rain around here, but it looks like it could rain. Like it literally looks like it's about to. And I thought it was supposed to be warm today, but then it ended up like high of 41. I'm like, what? That's not warm. That's a high of 41. Like, I wanted like a high of 50, you know? At least it would be decently warm. Warm enough I could go outside and go for a walk or go play at the ball field or something. Because I'm closer to the ball field now where I'm living than when I used to live in my old place, even though I'm still technically in the same town. I moved closer to the ball field basically. And I really want to go over and play tennis or basketball or just, you know, go for a walk or whatever. And my male friend said he would go and play basketball and do stuff. So I was like, okay, great. We can go do that to kill some time or whatever before we like do dinner and all that stuff. And then he's like, oh, it's supposed to rain. I'm like, are you kidding me? I wanted to do that. Like I was looking forward to it, you know? I'm going to go in with my Rimmel Stay Matte and just set down this eyeshadow, this eyelid primer, eyeshadow primer. Because the palette that I'm going to use doesn't have a shade light enough. So I'm going to use what I have, and this is what I have. Now I'm going to go in with the Kaleidos Futurism 2 Cyber Bronze palette that looks like this. It is super pretty, and I think I might have used this once. It looks like it has some use out of it, and I bought these new. So, and I'm pretty sure that nobody's touched it. But I'm going to go in with this middle shade that, let's see. I believe it's called Droid. I'm hoping my little card thing is right. And I'm going to use that as my transition. I'm going to go in a little bit heavy, but then blend the crap out of it. So then that way it is more subtle and not quite as intense. And I think I'm going to go for like a neutral look. No surprise. But I don't want to do anything super crazy and then have it look bad or end up not liking my makeup and then like hating it. Because I don't want to have to take it off and redo it. Okay, that looks really nice. I mean, I know I didn't really do much, but it looks really nice. Now we're going to go into the next shade over, which is Y2K. It's a little bit of a redder shade. It is this one right here. And we are going to put that in the outer corner and blend in. Oh, I think I put too much on. Okay. We're going to do a lot of blending. Blend, 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 blend. Holy crap. I did put way too much on. And it's starting to get crazy. Okay, it's looking better. Not great, but better. Okay, it doesn't look terrible. I mean, it does, but we're working through it, people. Okay, it is like clinging. You see that spot right there? I don't know what that's about. I hope it's not this palette. I'm gonna just chalk it up to being me because I've heard good things about this palette, but it does worry me a little bit that it is messing, it's like acting weird because that's not a good sign. And I want to look nice. I don't want to look bad. Even though it's literally how my makeup looks like all the time. Not great. Not bad, but not great. Okay, now we're gonna use a different brush and we're just gonna blend. A brush that doesn't have anything on it, and we're gonna blend it out and hope that things get better. It gets better. I hope. Okay. Okay. It's looking a little bit darker and not quite as like reddish as I was hoping, but I'm not really mad at that because that's what I originally wanted it to do. I don't, the cat just ran into something. I don't know what that was. That was nice. Really glad he could do that in the middle of my video, you know? Okay. It's looking better. It's still a little bit patchy, like right there in this area, which I'm not really sure what that's about, but we're gonna have to work through it and hope for the best. That doesn't look terrible. I'm actually like pleased with how that's turning out. Now I'm going to very, very lightly go back into that Y2K shade and go right on my lower lash line, starting with the outer part and working inward toward my inner corner with less product on the brush as I work inward. So I want the majority of that color on the outside and the least bit on the inside, so that way the outer part is more crazy than the inner part. I'm trying not to make stupid looks while I'm doing my makeup, but can't help it. Okay, that looks good. Okay, now we are going to go in with that same shade from the Makeup Revolution highlighter palette and put that on the inner corner and the brow bone. And then we're going to go in with our, what is that? Okay. Then we're going to go in with our nice glittery shade on the lid. I like the combo with this. I think it looks quite nice. does look nice. Yeah, you look nice. You look nice. Okay, I wanted to go in with infrared, which is this bright red shade, but I think I'm actually going to go in with quantum and put that all over the inner part of the lid. And I believe it has started to, the oil has started to seep out into the palette, which, in the cardboard, which is really gross. I always hate whenever palettes do that. It like grosses me out. But we're going to go ahead and use it and it'll be fine. That is a really nice pink. I was going to go nude, but man, I'm going pink and I'm loving it. And it blends in really well with that deeper red that we had used. It looks really nice. Don't we like that? It looks very orangish red on camera, even though I have lights and stuff, but I don't know. And then I'm actually going to go in with Plasma, this nice, really nice, shiny looking whitish gray, and put that on my inner corner to brighten things up a good bit. Yeah. Oh, I like that. That looks nice. Okay. I saw we got a little bit of fallouts. We're going to take the powder brush and we're just going to quickly swipe away any of that product, the glitter that got down, and that looks really nice. I really like the way that turned out. So you never know what kind of products you have until you shop your stash and you see what's in your collection. And then you whip out these really nice products. It's like, oh my gosh, didn't know I had this. And I forgot a mascara. So we are going to pull out a new one that I am not sure if I'm going to like it. It is the L'Oreal Air Volume Mega Mascara. I have mine in the blackest black shade because that's what I always buy. And I thought Jessica Braun said it flaked a little bit. So I'm hoping it'll look okay. It has one of these, like, it's a chunky wand, but it doesn't have any, like, real shape to it. But we're going to see what happens. It's a little bit thicker than I was expecting. And it's, like, tugging on my lashes, which I don't like when mascaras do that because it's not a good sign. But it might wear nice. I feel bad going into it with, like, this expectation that it's not going to be good. But, you know, there's a hair clinging to it. I hate that. These hairs won't grow past my eyes, and then they, like, stick in my mascara and then drive me nuts. Okay, first application, it's not doing much, but I do have hope that it can get better. I have the hope. Okay, second application's doing better. It's getting a little bit chunky, but we're okay. Okay, I do like the way that looks. It doesn't look very good on camera because, you know, everybody uses falsies. But I do like the way that looks. So I'm going to put that on my lower lash line and see how it looks. Okay, it's a little bit chunky on the lower lash line. I'm not sure I like it on the lower lash line. Although I like a mascara that can work on both lash lines. That's like my personal opinion. Because I'm not going to want to whip out 2 mascaras to do my makeup. Especially in the mornings when I'm getting ready for work. I'm finding that the more I'm using this, the more I'm liking it. And I think, like, just from this application, I mean. But I think it is because I am, like, there's less on the brush, it seems. Because I've already, like, put it all over my eyes. So it's giving it a chance to, like, fan out my lashes and make them look a little bit more separated. Okay, I do like this. We'll have to see with like a wear test and stuff how it does. Wear it throughout the evening. See if it can handle whatever I'm doing tonight. Some Mario Kart and some dinner. And yeah, I am pleased with that. Yeah. Oh yeah, from the side. Wow. Wow. I'm actually feeling kind of good about my makeup. So now we're going to go in with the Makeup Revolution Hydrate and Fix Radiance Makeup Fixing Spray. And I'm going to give it a little bit of a shake. It looks like it has a little bit of a sheen to it. I've used this before and I did like it. So, whew, yeah. Yeah, okay. One more. Okay, that's good. Yeah, and I think that'll help bring some of the dewiness of my skin out. I'm liking the way this highlighter looks more, especially like here on my nose, because it like matches my eyes, I think. I think that's the reason I'm liking it more. It's because it's going more with the makeup that I did. So that's kind of a plus. Now I'm going in with the Physicians Formula Rosé Kiss All Day Velvet Lip Color. Mine is in the shade Pillow Talk. Really cute. And yeah, that's a really nice color. Goes well with my look. See, look at this. My bronzer not, or my blush not so much, but that's okay. It doesn't all have to match. We're not always going for monochromatic. Okay. I really like the way this looks. I'm feeling good. I am feeling good about this. Yes, this looks really good. I really like this. I'm feeling really nice. Okay, so that is it for today's video. I hope you liked it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and ring the notification bell down below so you get notified when I upload, so you can get tuned in for the next video. And for those of you that are new, thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.